Hello, my name is Shonda and welcome to my channel. So I am doing a review of the Forever Savage hooded onesie. That's what I'm wearing right now. So um, how did I end up with this onesie? I'm going to tell you. So basically, I'm really not a onesie fan. I've not been a fan of onesies. I mean, as a child, of course. As a child, I had lots of footed PJs, loved them. I'm sure there's some pictures floating around with me in them that my family has. But as an adult, not so much. About a decade ago, I decided to try onesies. They had come back in popularity, and I decided to give it a try. So I believe Walmart probably had some Black Friday. I don't know if it was Black Friday or not. I don't know if it was, but I'm pretty sure it was Walmart. So I bought two onesies, and they were footed. They were footed onesies, and they were cute. They were adorable. One of them had like little dog feet. It was so cute. But I just found that I did not wear them often. Um, I just didn't. So at the time, I was getting home from work about 6:30, and I've got kids. So before, the first thing I have to do is cook. Like I can't stop, take shower, change clothes because it's already 6:30. So I need to feed these kids. So I'm feeding children and then putting them to bed and then chilling, and then I take my shower and I go to bed. And I could not sleep in the onesie because it was too restricting. It was too hot. So I couldn't sleep in it. So I just didn't really have a lot of opportunity to wear it. And when I would wear it like on the weekends or something like that, I just found that overall it wasn't very comfortable to wear. Um, because, when you go to sit down, the fabric starts to pull, and either it pulls in the back. And so it's either pulling in the back or it's pulling on your legs. And I just never liked that. It just never felt comfortable to wear. Um, so I kept the one, I think I took the feet off. I cut the feet off, hoping that that would help. And it did, but it just wasn't comfortable to wear. I didn't enjoy wearing it, so I didn't wear it. And eventually, after some years, they made their way to a donation bin or a trash bin because I had cut the feet off, and I don't know if you can donate after you done cut something up. So they ended up in the trash heap. Now, about 3 years ago for Christmas, I got my fiance an Atlanta Falcons onesie. He's a big fan of the Falcons. Got him a onesie. He loves that thing. He wears it all the time. But it's the same kind of material of the onesies that I got from Walmart. That kind of polyester, kind of, fitted type onesie. And it just wasn't for me. But, I thought it would be cute. So the other day, well, not the other day, but before Thanksgiving, I was out shopping. I went to TJ Maxx. I don't know why my color keeps changing like that every time I lift my hand. That's probably something with, I don't know. I'm not a technical person. But I was out at TJ Maxx and they had this Santa Claus onesie. And it was like, I think it was like $25 or something like that, $30. And it was Santa Claus. And I was like, oh, that'd be cute. When we open our presents on Christmas Day, I can have my little Santa Claus onesie on. That'll be adorable. But the line in TJ Maxx was so ridiculous. As soon as I saw the line, I immediately put that onesie right back down. And so I was talking about it. I was talking to my fiance about the onesie. And your phone spies on you. And so my phone was spying on me. And so the weekend after Thanksgiving, I'm just scrolling through my phone, and then up pops this Rihanna, Fenty, Savage, onesie, join. I'm like, why not? Why not? Try it. There was no risk. You could send it back. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. And they were $25. So the way this works, I remember when Rihanna first dropped her Fenty Savage, all that, right? And I had went on the website because I was gonna try to support her and buy something, but then there was like this whole membership thing, and I'm like, I don't get it. And I could have read and found out how it worked, but I'm like, I don't really need something else to buy. Okay, so let me just close this website and move on. And I really haven't looked at it, I don't think, since. So the original drop till now, that's not a site that I visit. So I went on there and it's like, okay, you can sign up. It's $50 a month. And you'll get billed. You have between the 1st and the 5th of the month to skip a month. You can skip as many times as you want. So I'm like, okay, there's really no risk here because the only thing I'm paying for up front is the onesies. And if I decide that I don't want to do this program, I can just call, cancel, and I don't have to worry about it anymore, or I can just skip months if it's something that I might be interested in, right? So why not? So I got 2 of them. I got this black one, and I got one that is kind of like a red and black snake print, kind of, right? So I ordered these. First of all, they came ridiculously fast, okay? Because I ordered these, I think the Friday after Thanksgiving, and they were in the mail and got to me by Tuesday. So when these puppies came on Tuesday, the first thing I did was open it up and put it on my body because I wanted to see how this onesie was going to fit. So before I tell you about that, let me just tell you a little bit about the features of the onesie. One, it's got the ribbed cuffs, but it's not a tight rib, right? It's not tight because I don't like that when it's too tight. I don't like that. But it is ribbed, so it is smaller than this. It does keep it in place. It keeps it from going down over your hand because these arms are long. So it does keep it from going down, for your hand doesn't get engulfed in your sleeve. I don't like that, especially when you're trying to cook and do things. We don't have time for that. There's also ribbing around the bottoms as well. There's a ribbing around the bottom. The zipper is plastic. It's a plastic zipper. At first I thought it was metal, but it's not. It's a plastic zipper, but it's a really heavy duty plastic zipper. It's really thick. I don't even know if you can tell, but it's beefy. It's a beefy zipper. Another thing that I like are these things here. So these are metal. And because they're metal, they have weight to them. And because of that, they don't flop around. They stay. They stay where they're supposed to be. This one was tucked inside because I tucked it in when I put my zipper up and never dug it out. But when you put this on, they stay here. They stay. So you don't have to worry about it getting sucked into the grommets on the side. You don't have to worry about it. Like this is not moved. It doesn't move. It doesn't travel. Even when I washed and dried it, this just did not travel. It didn't go anywhere. And I like that I don't have to worry about it in my hair or anything like that because it just can't go anywhere on its own because it has that weight. It can't go anywhere unless you put it somewhere. So it's just going to hang the way it's supposed to. And I like that. This logo here, Savage Fenty, this is embroidered. This is very, very textured. This is very high quality embroidery here. Extremely high quality embroidery here. I'm not worried about this washing away, going away. I'm not worried about it unraveling because cheap logos that are embroidered can unravel. I'm not really worried about that. This seems really well done. Very well made. The hood is large, which I also like. This is how big the hood is. Like it's a very large hood. So you can put this hood on and not worry all the time about messing up your hair. Or if you wear big hairstyles and big protective hairstyles, not a problem with this hood. It's because it's big. Love that. Also like the deep pockets. Okay. So for reference, this is my phone. It's a Galaxy. I think it's a Note 10 Plus or whatever. This can completely go in my pocket and disappear. For reference, here's some scissors. These are 8-inch scissors. Disappears. For reference, let's find something that you guys might have something the size of. Well, just for general reference, this is a 8.5 by 11-inch piece of paper. So this is 8.5 inches. And this is how much is this, that's how deep the pocket is. So the pocket's almost 8 inches deep at the top. They're just really deep pockets. Love it. Okay. Now, this is also sweatshirt material. So a lot of onesies that I see, like they're that polyester that I was talking about, like that they make pajamas out of, that polyester or that kind of fleece, that's what it is. That they usually make it from that kind of thin fleece. This is sweatshirt material. So sweatshirt, sweatpants, that's what this is made of. And that's why I think it's different. Now on their website, I think this retails like $100. And then I think it was on sale for $75. But if you were a new member, or new entry, new joiner, you could get these for $25. So I bought 2. Now, at first, I was not sure about how big it is. Now, they tell you on the website this fits large, that it fits loose. They tell you that. They tell you that it's an oversized fit. Now, my normal size is an extra large because I'm short. So I normally would wear an XL. That's what I wear in all my clothes. For reference, if you were to go to the Gap and buy a pair of jeans, or if I were to go to the Gap and buy a pair of jeans, if the jeans have stretch in them, I would buy a 16. If the jeans do not have stretch, I would buy an 18. So because this is a sweatshirt type item, I wasn't sure how this was going to fit. I wonder how the extra large would have fit, because I ended up getting the 1X. Just based upon my experience with onesies and how they fit, I got the 1X. I think I'm still happy with that decision, but I am curious to know how the extra large would have fit. Now, this is very big. And so that's why I want to say that I did buy a size up from my normal size. So it might not be quite as large had I got my normal size. But that being said, 1X and XL are not very far off. They're usually only about an inch, half an inch. And there are no measurements for this garment. So I wish that they had given measurements, but they did not. So I was trying to pick what size that I would need without there being any measurements, and that was hard. And so I figured I'd rather go bigger than smaller. So I went with the 1X just because I knew it would give me like an extra inch of room. Now, it's very large, okay? So this is not a sexy garment. You know, that's how it's fitting on me. So it's not. I probably could have gotten the extra large, but I kind of like the way this fits. Now, when I first put it on, because this is a returnable item, but not if you've like washed it. Okay, so when you buy it, there's a care tag in the back that I've already ripped out because I'm keeping this. So there's a care tag in the back that has to be present, and then there's also a tag on the sleeve, a paper tag that has to be present, and it says that if these tags are removed, then you can't return the item, which means if you want to know how this is going to fit, you're going to have to put it on before you wash it. So I put it on, and the first thing I noticed was just how it fits very, very big. It's big. And especially around the length. But I'm 5'1", so I that's going to be an issue for me. I'm 5'1", and they don't have different lengths in this garment. So just like it fits, I can order it at 5'1". Somebody who's 5'10" needs to be able to order it as well. So it's going to be long. If you're short, it's going to be long. And at first, I thought that I would shorten them. I don't know if y'all see all this fabric and quilts around me and stuff, but I'm a sewer, but I'm not a seamstress. I sew, but I don't normally sew clothing. So I didn't want to mess these up. But I thought that I could, this cuff here at the bottom, this ribbed cuff, I thought that I could potentially remove that, cut some of the fabric off of the bottom, and then reattach that cuff. But since I've washed it, I no longer need to do that. So when I washed it, it did shrink. Not a lot, but a little. And specifically, it just shrank not much, but a little bit in here, a little bit in the body, not a ton, but it did shrink a little bit. And in the leg, it probably shrank about, it feels like an inch because the legs are so long that I can literally pull them over my feet and completely hide my feet and still have an additional, like, I had like an additional 2-3 inches of fabric hanging beyond my toe, beyond the tips of my toes. That was a lot of fabric. Now it's less. That is drastically decreased. So I don't think that I'll need to do that anymore since washing it. So there's that. But this thing is just immensely comfortable to wear. So it came in the mail on Tuesday. I put it on because I work from home now. I don't go anywhere. My son had driver's ed this week and last week, so this is probably the most I've left the house in forever. Not including going for, for Thanksgiving and stuff like that, but just as far as my everyday life. So I've been going, just getting in the car, driving 5 minutes to his school. He gets in the car. I drive home. That's been pretty much the extent of my activity. I think I've gone to Food Line a couple of times. And I wore this. I did volunteer, of course. Then I put on real clothes for that because, you got to be, you can't be wearing your PJs to, go volunteer. That's especially when it's, affiliated with your job. That would be not professional. So I really like how this fits. So it's really comfortable. It's really breathable because it's sweatshirt material. It's literally sweatshirt material. So it feels like you're wearing a big one-piece sweatshirt or sweatsuit. It feels like you're wearing a one-piece sweatsuit. That's really what it feels like. So it's comfortable as a sweatsuit, except more so because you don't have the elastic band around your waist. Now, I've appreciated the length. So my crotch is here. The crotch to this garment is way down here. Y'all can't even see. Way down here. This is the crotch. So we're talking a good 6 inches minimum, right? Between my actual crotch and the crotch of this garment. But I don't care. It doesn't bother me. And in fact, I kind of like it because what happens is I don't have to deal with that pulling. So what I do is, like when I'm going to go sit down sometimes, like on a chair like this, it doesn't matter because this is not really a cushiony chair. So I just kind of sit and I don't have to worry. But like if I'm going to sit like on a couch or if I'm going to get in the bed, what I'll do is I'll pull it up. So that the crotch is where it's supposed to be. And then I'll sit and I'll get in the bed. And then I can be in the bed or be on a couch and I don't have any of that pulling. I don't have any of that pulling. And because it's long, because the legs are long, even though I've jacked the crotch all the way up, the the length is still fine and my ankles aren't exposed and I still got good coverage everywhere. So it's incredibly comfortable. It's incredibly breathable. I've enjoyed, I pretty much haven't worn anything else since it came, except for the one day when I had to put on clothes to go volunteer. So it's sold out now, but I'm probably going to have to get more colors because my family is going to be tired of seeing me in the same 2 garments all the time. Because literally, other than Wednesday, so that's Tuesday through Friday, and only one day did I not wear a onesie. And I still put it on like after my shower. So it came on Tuesday. And this is how I knew I liked it. I knew I liked it because I didn't want to wear anything else. Like it's not like I sat and thought about it. Just like the other onesies. I didn't sit and think about how I hate the onesies. I didn't. I just noticed that I wasn't wearing them because they just didn't suit me. They weren't working for me. I have not wanted to take these off. I have not wanted to wear anything else. So they came on Tuesday. I put it on. I went and picked up my son from driver's ed. I came home. I took my shower. I put the onesie back on. When I went to bed, I took the onesie off because I can't sleep in this. I will burst into flames. I'm too old to be sleeping in a onesie. I get too hot. Wednesday morning, got up, put the onesie on, wore it all day. Took it off, showered, put it back on, took it off when I went to bed, got up Thursday morning, put it back on, wore it all day. Friday I switched it up. I put the other color on, wore that for a little while I washed this one. Wore that for a bit, then put that one in the wash, put this one right back on. Like, I don't want to wear anything else. It's just that comfortable. And it suits my lifestyle right now, right? Because I'm not going anywhere. I get up and I work from home. So why am I getting up every day and putting on jeans and a t-shirt and socks and shoes? Why am I doing that? Or not even jeans and a t-shirt. Why am I putting on, fresh clothes every day to go nowhere? There's no need. I can wear this 2 or 3 days, wash it, put the other one on. Wear it 2 or 3 days, wash it, put the other one on. And that's pretty much what I plan to do until I get sick of it. And I'm going to give myself 2 months. If in 2 months I'm still wearing these heavily, I'll probably grab another one. I really love it. I can't say enough good things about it, to be honest. And like I said, I didn't think about it. I didn't sit and say, oh, because when I first put it on, I was like, this is big, right? When I first put it on, I was like, this is long. These legs are long. This crotch is almost at my knees. Like, this is, I don't know. But then I wore it. And then I wore it some more and wore it some more and realized quickly that I don't want to wear anything else. And that's when I knew it was a keeper and I wanted it. And I'm probably going to have to buy some more. I've already bought 2 as gifts. I can't take those for myself because they're not my size. So, but probably if I had bought the gifts in a size that I could fit, I'd probably take them and keep them and buy them something else. That's how much I like this thing. So that is my review of the Forever Savage hooded onesie.